if they can hit what they're currently working on, this team's gonna be ridiculously good. Like, really, really good. I don't know about game day. I haven't watched a ton of them, but I've seen kind of the more comp side groups, and they got some talent up their sleeves. They're really talented.
The system of waiting until October, I think, is broken.
Everybody needs to keep working so that everybody keeps pushing everybody else.
Post your videos. If I don't see you open gym, it didn't happen. Does everybody understand that? Okay.
This is the best start of a USF cheer program ever, in my opinion.
Seniors, enjoy the last moments before the stadium is full.
We wanted to show you guys a little bit of the game day side, and then we also wanted to show you a bit of our skills. So we put this together yesterday, and this is their very first performance. If you like it, give it up for them, show them some love.
When we got into the music section, I don't know, we had one mistake, and it was a pyramid fall.
So, honestly, I don't even know. It kind of just all happened fast. I thought it was gonna be good. I thought we were gonna hit it like clean. And then all of a sudden, as I'm picking her up, it just keeps going, and I just couldn't stop it, and we're just crumbling down.
There was a crowd, but I feel like I do good under pressure for a crowd. Going into it, I felt confident. I thought it was gonna be good, but then it kind of just came crashing down.
Honestly, after thinking about last year's team and last year's season at Nationals, it was a pyramid that got us then, and a pyramid got us today, and I'm hoping that'll be the last time that we lose our focus or have a lack of execution in regards to pyramids.
I felt pretty good out there. Me personally, I was nervous for my standing tuck. Don't know why. I've had that since I was 10, but it ended up going really well. All of my pyramids hit, and I feel like that was my personal best run through. I found out like a couple hours later. I couldn't even tell by the energy in there, but the one pyramid with the back handspring ups fell. But I personally felt like it was really good. It was definitely an upgrade from the clinic last year.
For me, before I compete, I normally, like on my high school teams, I had like 17 different handshakes, and I would lead the team talk, but now I have no handshakes because I don't know anyone besides, well, I do now, but I have 2 people from my high school. And then I don't have to lead the team talk because I'm now a freshman, which is kind of weird. So I'm kind of just quiet back there. I said I was like completely fine and not nervous, but I was pretty scared for my back handspring up, even though it's never fallen, because if it does fall, that's like humiliating.
Today being our first live performance, it made me a little bit nervous, but I tend to do better under pressure, and we hit it perfectly. I mean, my side did. I didn't watch the rest of them. I was just worrying about my job, but I kind of just blacked out during it. I don't remember much of it. I just remember squeezing really tight and catching the grips I needed to catch.
So it was kind of weird because it being my first performance, I would have thought that I was gonna be like really nervous, especially at least how I was in high school. But before we went on, like it just felt like natural to me. Like I didn't really have any nerves or anything in me, and I was just kind of like, it's gonna hit and I just need to trust the process. And personally, as an athlete, I do feel off of like a crowd in an audience. That's just something that I've always been around, cheering for Haggerty and just being such a big program. So it felt like human nature, I guess.
It was like my first time cheering like at a college level, and I really didn't want to mess up because I feel like when you're in college, like you can't mess up, which like you obviously can, but like sometimes it feels like that you can't because like everybody's kind of watching you, especially at a clinic, because you're here to like teach them how to do stuff, and if you're falling at stuff, then it's kind of like, well, I can't teach anything because I fell.
It is the final day. This like after today, we get to break one last time as a team and we're done. So this clinic, which is one of the largest, actually it is the largest one we've had. Over 250 athletes are actually in the building. We had over 300 register, so of course there'll be a little fall off. So it's a large group. I think the girls are doing a great job.
Hi, I'm Macy. I'm from Coral Springs, Florida. I go to Coral Glades High School, and I'm a back spot. And I'm super excited to learn all the new skills that all the girls have here today.
Hi, I'm Brianna, and I'm a base. Today I'm excited to learn new skills, and I'm so excited to work with my teammates, and I just love cheerleading because of all the good experiences and all the friends that I've made.
What we're looking forward to today is to learn how to do a full up. It's something that's eluded us, and I've been watching USF All Girl on YouTube, and I feel like this is a good place for us to start to learn those skills.
Hi, my name is Kayla Harrelson. I'm a main base and a tumbler, and we're from Seminole High School Cheerleading. I'm really looking forward to just learning new skills, meeting new people, and just having fun with my team. As I am a senior, this is my last year, so I'm just excited to have a great year.
That was beautiful. The arch that you had earlier was taken out completely, and then the only issue is that you guys are so stable under there, and the throw is so good. She's lifting up, you're throwing, and then you're putting your arms back down. If you keep throwing, reach back and grab, it will smack. I promise you. It's so good.
Hi, I'm Maddie Costello. I cheer for the Junior Red Devils, and I'm a flyer, and I'm really looking forward to making a good impression and having fun today.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5.
Not bad.
There you go. 1, 2, pop off.
Good, Elle. Good.
Hi, I cheer at Cumberland Valley, and I'm a flyer, and I'm looking forward to meeting new people and stunting with new people.
Hi, my name's Addison Smith. I'm from just north of Atlanta. I cheer at Creekview High School, and I wanted to come to USF today because of the team and everything they bring and the competitive nature, and I'm interested in the school and everything it has to offer.
Legs, quick,
Fast.
up. Yes! Yes!
Get the foot, girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes!
Ready? 1, 2.
Good job.
Nice.
That was so much better.
That was so good.
High five.
Yes, my queen. Good job.
Hey.
That was so good. All right.
The team's doing great. They're walking around, they're helping, they're getting in there, filling in, in their stunt positions, helping all the athletes that are here at the clinic to get new skills and improve their technique. And as long as they're doing that and trying to better themselves, the athletes that are here, they'll have a much better chance to possibly make the 2024, 2025. Can you believe that? 2024, 2025 season for team.
Y'all, good job. Thank you for hanging tight for the extra couple minutes. I appreciate it. I will say this. I'm not just talking about the clinic alone. I'm talking about the entire 7 days. Y'all should be really proud of yourselves, okay? It's been a very, very good 7 days. Way to finish strong. Thank you for working hard during this clinic, but thank you for working hard the entire time. I won't see you again until August 2-a-days, so you need to pay attention
August
to
14th.
your messages, and I can't say this enough. Material, 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 so that we can check it off and move on. You now have a big and you now have a little. Bigs, you need to be responsible for your littles so that they know everything. I will be checking in so that we can just and move on from everything, okay? We didn't get this far ahead for y'all to go backwards. Other than that, I'm super, super proud of you, and you guys should be too.
We'll be putting the sideline, the game day, and the traditional routines that we have on tape in the band. Make sure you're familiar with it. Everybody needs to be familiar with it as a program. Everybody needs to be familiar with it.
You also know the stunts and a lot of the routines that are expected from you. So if you are local now and have already moved in, there is no excuse for us not to see you at open gyms and in this building. Whether you're here, whether you're on campus, whether you're at Stunt and Tumble, post your videos. If I don't see you open gym, it didn't happen. Does everybody understand that? Yes, ma'am. Okay. On the flip side of it, y'all, sky's the limit, okay?
Raise your hand if you're staying to help Kelly. Raise your hand high if you're staying to help Kelly pack up and bring everything. Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate that.
From the moment we leave here, it's still leave no doubt. That mentality has to stay for the next 3 weeks, okay? Leave no doubt, hands in.
We just found out that you potentially might now be on traditional mat. Tell me the news about Zaria.
So here's what happened. I put in a transfer admission to come back. That's why you guys seen me practice all throughout the summer.
Transfers are a little bit different because sometimes we hear really fast on them and sometimes we hear slow, but it's looking like there's a possibility she would not be accepted until spring admission for transfer, which means if that happens, will kind of change the game for us. That means she wouldn't be eligible to cheer for football season, volleyball, or anything in the fall, which means that she would not be nationals eligible for UCA. So it would mean she could start in basketball season and cheer basketball and anything else that the spring entails. I do know that some of the girls on the team are probably bummed about this information because Zaria is a great back spot.
Well, because of how practice went this morning, it seems like they put Haley into Zaria's spot, which I think is a really good idea because those are her same bases from last year. So Avery and Sammy both worked together with her last year, and they seem to have good timing together, so I think that was probably the smartest idea that Sandy could have done today.
I mean, having her on the program is a big asset to the team, but I mean, getting to the school is, of course, the most important thing that comes first.
How does that affect traditional mat? Do you guys have somebody already have an idea, or do you kind of have somebody that is
They're man down, man up. So yes, we made some shifting over of the back spots and replace Zaria with someone else that's going to be, helpful to that group so they can continue to progress and still be able to throw the skills that we were doing at retreat.
Do we know who that person is yet, or are you guys still kind of manipulating groups because they're better to avoid?
No, we do know. It just shifts down. We had 6 strong groups, so that 6th back spot that's taking Zaria's spot, I believe it's going to be Haley because she wasn't there. She wasn't on the floor because of Zaria, and now that Zaria's not in school, we're going to go with Haley. When Zaria does come back, she's not going to take Haley's spot. It's pretty much going to be the best person for the position is the one that's going to do it.
I mean, there's definitely all the back spots. Now that Zaria didn't get into the school, all the back spots are definitely wanting that spot on traditional mat. I'm there right now. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I get to stay there, but nothing's promised. I don't want to assume anything, so I'm just going to keep trying my hardest and keep fighting for the spot. I know the girls in that spot are used to Zaria, who's so much taller than me and can put everything up. I'm trying my best, but It's not always the greatest, but we're working on it. I stunted with Sammy and Avery last season, so we kind of already know each other's technique a little bit, which helps, but Michaela's a completely new flyer for me. I still have to practice with her more.
It's really unfortunate what happened with Zaria. I'm personally really upset about it. I've been begging her to come back since she left, pretty much. She's one of my all-time favorite back spots. She's just insane, and she's just such a upbeat and happy person. I love working with her, so it really does suck that she just doesn't get the opportunity anymore.
You know, I still do love my team and my stunt group with my whole heart, and they're forever gonna be my favorite people in the world. And I still support them, come back to see them, talk to them every day. They're all literally still my best friends, so it's basically a gist of what happened.
We just got our timing and we were just starting to get all these hard skills for the traditional routine, and we were getting them down with Zaria, and now it's just like every person stunts differently, so switching out even just like a back spot, not that they're important, but like, you know, it's just like it changes how the stunts feel and how you have to work through them, so it's rough.
She was here my first year and then wasn't here last year. She's already like a part of the family, and it just really sucks that she won't be joining us. I really wanted it for her, and we were already working on like all of our skills for Matt. We worked all summer like really hard. She drove back and forth to Orlando to here.
Zaria and I have been talking daily, and you know, we were well aware of, you know, we're still waiting. I think some of them on the team, if it's your stunt group, you're probably like, oh, now I got to start over. But again, it's August, so there's time for that.
Here's the thing. Half of this is being able to fake it till you make it. Looking a certain way. It's not what you're doing, it's how you look while you're doing it. Okay, so the motion sharp, happy, fun. If you miss a motion, don't act like you missed the motion. You're gonna miss a motion at a football game, but it's whether or not you can recover without, you shouldn't miss motions on fight song, march beat, anything like that. But if you accidentally miss something once, you just keep going. Does that make sense? Okay, some of you, there's a difference between having one mental error and actually knowing the material. And I kept saying know it like the back of your hand, because until you're in the situation, you can't understand that no one is gonna tell you, hey, it's this one before he goes. It just goes, and if you have to do that, you've already missed it. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're gonna line up the first three. So Riley and Marissa, Sasha, Jaylee, Sage, Riley, and Sophia all together. Everybody else, you're in front, sitting and watching. Here we go.
We are in our August two-a-day practices leading up to the start of school, really getting ready for football season, getting ready to kick off our new student freshman pep rally, our week of welcome. They
got to remember what it's like, or what it means and what it looks like to be a USF cheerleader, the sharp, you know, the clean, and putting together the pep rally. I feel like it's that same March V that we did at the stunt clinic, and now we're tacking on the game day timeout routine at the end. And I feel like they're going to do a great job, because these are the skills that they're going to be using or doing in the football games throughout the football season. In addition to that, we've taken the skills that are in the traditional routine and we're starting to break them down into timeouts, so they'll be able to get more reps doing those skills in front of a crowd.
But really full speed ahead for both football season, and then of course our next performance being the pep rally. So both of those are really exciting. Football season will be here before we know it. It's right around the corner.
field practice day. Obviously, we are in the sunny Tampa Bay Raymond James Stadium. This beautiful ship is behind me.
Take in this moment. Official starts football season. Ray J practice. Seniors, enjoy the last moments before the stadium is full. Take it all in because it goes faster than you think. 4 years, 3 years, it's going to be over before you know it. I'm on year 8, and I don't know how I got this far.
Football games is something that I've known my entire life, something I've loved my entire life. I grew up on the field. I did Pop Warner. I cheered football games every Saturday since I was 5 years old. Something that I've always knew, something that I always loved. Like I said, I was raised on the field. My parents were coaches. My mom was a cheer coach. My dad was a football coach. So it's kind of what I grew up doing, and I don't know nothing else. So good thing that I love it.
I'm so excited to cheer Ray J. I'm a little nervous. Like, people think I'm really chill, and I am. I don't get nervous, but like, I do. But I know I'll be fine. It's weird. Like, I'll be nervous, and then like once I am doing the skill, I'm fine. But I'm really excited. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's why I cheered here.
In April, I went to the Taylor Swift concert, and it was at Raymond James, and I walked in and I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw like how big the stadium was. And I actually was like, I'm gonna manifest that like in a couple months when I try out for USF, like this will be me in fall, like I will be cheering here.
I am very excited to be back at Ray J. I honestly am counting down the days. It is just such a fun environment to be in. And especially with games like against Bama and FAU, I feel like the crowds are going to be insane this year. And especially with the new head coach too, I feel like everyone's just going to want to see what's happening, and it's just going to be, I'm just going to try and take it all in one last time.
Today went really well. I think it's a really great experience for the girls to get out on an empty field and see where they need to go, how they need to look, what things need to be, and like the pace of things. That way when they get out here and there's hundreds of people, it's just a lot easier. It's muscle memory. They know what to do. It's not like a shock to them. So I think today was a really great experience for them.
Good job today, ladies. Good job.
Not only that, I think it goes to show the ability of our entire coaching staff to be able to run a full pregame, run a game day, step in, take over, run what needs to be run. All 4 of us can do any part of this at any given time, and I think that's huge as a working, cooperating, fantastic national championship coaching staff. We understand each other. Yes, we do. Go Bulls, baby.
You're about to perform full out to a wall. And if you don't start realizing that it has nothing to do with the people out here doing it, it has to do with everybody here in USF All-Girl and USF AG. Buy in or don't. Okay? What was that? That prospect band with all the people getting in so excited to want to be a part of this? Okay, this is y'all. This is your whatever, legacy or whatever you want to call it. What you put in, what you get out, what is it, mindset, all that stuff. We're going to do a lot more like things like that to train the mind after lunch, but I really just wanted to come in here and attack traditional, because that mindset is one of, I come in and I need to know it's go time, I need to do my job. That's why hitting a routine is a special thing at Nationals, because it takes a select few people to be able to do it.
This is my first year going through two-a-days before Nationals, and I'm in the traditional routine this year, and I really like two-a-days so far. It's a really good opportunity for us to just grind out and get a lot of work done at practice and bond with our teammates.
Okay, and the opportunity is there for us. Right now you have an opportunity. You've had a day to do it on your own, and you had 2 practices, right? 2 practices. So now here it is, our 3rd one. You did partial full outs yesterday, 1 group at a time, and the huffing and puffing I saw from y'all, I get it. Okay, right now it's the morning, dig down deep. I'm gonna give y'all exactly 5-10 more minutes. And then actually I'm gonna wait for you. See, there I'm forcing it again. I'm gonna wait for you 20 to let me know when you are ready to go full out. Okay, limited tumbling, but again, that is your choice if you want to, if you're comfortable and your athlete readiness is there to do your full out tumbling, by all means do it. Okay? but stay focused and really get a grasp of what this routine is demanding of you. And if possible, get a hit.
Music's on!
Come on, Gabby. Come on, Gabby. That was pretty good. Ugly but good. Go. Finish, ladies. Finish! Oh, here we go! Oh. Come on, finish! Come on! Ah, go! Oh! Go, Bulls! Huh! Sucks, huh? It sucks, huh? I told you weren't a strong shoulder. It sucks. Even your shoulder in the cheer was rough, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Riley, you got to work on your shoulders. Sucks. I know. You're one pyramid element away from a very rough hit, but like I said, we didn't want it to be perfect. So we know what we need to work on. Good job on the one. Everybody stayed in there for that. You guys want to watch it? Okay, let's go watch it. Then let's clean some things. So the next one is better. So there were some good positive things. Are we all in agreement that our bodies aren't conditioned? Okay, so we're gonna CrossFit it up soon.
No, I'm not. I'm just in the 2-a-day process. I don't remember saying that. I said I was gassed.
You said we're always gassed and tired at the end of the period. So
I think what I said is I think the other people were gassed. I would like an instant replay of that moment because I do not remember that. I don't know, underneath, we're tired at the end. We're tired at the end all the time, but that time was like ridiculously nothing was there.
There were some mistakes. I think that what we should do right now, while you're still fresh, is the 5 pyramid rotation that we have the spotters. 5 rounds, 2 on, take a break, and then 3, take a break, and then we'll revisit the next full out. Okay?
because none of this happened yesterday. But you're not focused and you're not paying attention.
But now I just feel like, I don't know. That pyramid makes me feel like I don't know how to mid-layer.
You cannot give up. It's not gonna be easy, but it is a mental push. Like, that last part of the routine is, everything in my body, I'm gonna keep going.
The bottom line is that they need to use the same technique every time. They can do one beautiful and then 3 bad, and then 1 beautiful and 5 bad. They're not identifying why it was good, when it was good, and doing that exact same thing the next time. They do 1 good, and then the next time somebody loses focus and changes something.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. You know? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I swear to God, I'm doing the same exact thing.
Does not matter how beautiful and perfect and technically flawless that was. Because right now, I'm terrified you don't have a clue how that happened. It was just luck, and that sucks. That's the way y'all think. Second one, let's see what the second one looks like.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
So that you know, hon. Good. That was 2.
Day 2 of 2 days. Pyramid's still not working. I think especially towards the end of practice, it got a lot better and we were able to figure out timing more. It's just really annoying because we make all of these corrections and we get all of these corrections and we do it perfectly one time, and then the next time it's like we never got corrections and no one ever changed anything. And it's really frustrating to feel like you're doing the same thing every single time, and it's just not working, and then out of nowhere it'll just hit. Because it's hard when you do so many to kind of differentiate what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right. I feel like for me, I don't know, timing's bad. I feel like as time goes on, my approach just gets worse and worse, and my technique just starts getting worse and worse.
Why were those 2 better? Don't if you say I don't know, I'm gonna get really mad.
I'm not saying I don't know.
Because right now you're not. I'm gonna say it, you're not being coachable. Because all the things those were good because you did it, because of how you lifted and tried to go. It wasn't the throws. I'm telling you, you had a bigger role in whether or not those pyramids hit than you realize. You believe me or not?
I do.
Okay. Then what did you do?
I lifted more.
But did you know when you lifted, how you lifted?
At the bottom and at the top and the end of my spin.
Okay. We're gonna use today those 2 backhand pull-ups. Going in tomorrow, we're gonna use them as the gauge. Because the only pyramid I'm looking at tomorrow is gonna be to see if what was taught and what you learned technique-wise is retained going into tomorrow. Because I'm gonna say again, that backhand pull-up was the best one in the room at camp. It is now the worst one and most inconsistent one in the room. It should not have been that way. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a whole group that had to learn one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Keep lifting. Go ahead.
Do you think it will be fixed by nationals, or do you think they're going to rearrange, the personnel?
I honestly don't know what they're planning to do for nationals. I don't know if it'll work, if we're gonna change it around. I want it to work because we were the first group to hit these,
we should be hitting them now. There's really no reason that we should be falling a month before nationals in December. But I don't know. If things change, things change. If they don't, they don't. We're going to do whatever it takes to make it hit, make it work for the team. I did not speed today.
Lesson 22, 10 things you need to let go of. Judging others, anything that disturbs your peace, comparing yourself to others, thinking you aren't ready, thinking you aren't good enough, people who don't add to your life, trying to do everything alone, holding on to the past, worrying about things in the future, and negative self-talk.
It was good. Felt like our morning coffee was good today. I think this was a nice one. We are going to go ahead and go into practice. We are going to change it a little bit. We are going to start with game day this morning and start with exactly what he was talking about.
Kind of want y'all to do this. Plus, we do have an ailment because somebody hurt her back on the traditional team, and I'm sorry to use you for an example. You need to warm your bodies up more if you need to do more.
So I tweaked my back during our second full out at practice, and it was in the ending pyramid, like all down the side of my back. And I instantly when I got off, I felt like I was just in so much pain. I could not move. I couldn't stand up without it hurting. So went to the trainer, got treatment, and they told me to sit out for 2 days, which is essentially 4 practices of having to sit out, which does suck. I hate having to sit out on the side and not do anything while the whole team is going full out and running reps, and it just kind of sucks when you get an injury.
When we get up at 5:30 in the morning to work out, Sandy's on the elliptical for 15 minutes because she needs to warm her body up before we work out. I think that's stupid, but she does it, okay? If you need to run this perimeter, do whatever you need to, because injuries, will slow us down, okay? Will slow our progress down, but we can avoid all those if you do what I heard over here. You say, it's okay if you feel like, hey, I can't do this today. And you don't need to come and tell us. You don't need to come and tell us, okay? You're gonna probably be the only team down there telling the coaches what you want when we get to nationals. Hey, we're ready. Hey, let's do this. Hey, we wanna do that. That's how it should be. We shouldn't be sitting in front of you going, do this, do that, do this. We're not out there. You are.
As far as who takes my spot while I'm out, I feel like Riley would be the best choice. She knows how to mid. She's done some of the skills stunt-wise that I do in the routine, and I think overall she's probably one of the best options to go in my spot if I had to be out for a while.
I struggled a little bit at first, but I eventually got the hang of it. It's always different with a different tippy doing pyramids, but I felt like I could do that spot if need be, but Kayla Rivera is the queen, so, you know.
This is your journey, okay?
And you know, he just said something that I didn't think of, but you know what you need. For example, he can get up in the morning and walk right in and grab weights and go, and it does not affect him. If I do that, I cannot walk the next day. I know that I have to warm up or I am screwed. So you need to know yourselves, and he wants you guys to tell us, this is what we need. Does that make sense? Okay.
Let's review the, when we get up, we're gonna jump right into that game day warm up. Let's review it again. 45 seconds, 45 seconds, 45. If you don't need that long, orchestrate when you move, okay? Do you see where everything is right here? Everything is right here? We're going to only take the big cutouts with us when we get on the main floor. Because after we're done with the 45, we do a run-on warm-up all together, correct? So we wanna leave things off that we're not gonna use so people can come and grab it. So when you put your bags away, I want you to grab, I want you to get your minds right, grab your palms, and then get over here, grab whoever needs those things, and just like the game, just like the warm-ups, we're gonna go 45 seconds, but you can tell me when you're done, 45 seconds, 45 seconds. Tell us when you're ready to turn on the music, and we'll run on, and we will get through the warm-up, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna do today.
Yeah, let me talk because I'm going to be talking for a minute. I didn't sit you down for this to be like a 2-second thing. So just get focused and get used to it. Okay, we said that today was competition minded. It is. But we will be starting with game day and ending with traditional. We have spent a lot more time on traditional lately, and now it is time to rip the Band-Aid off for game day. So yes, I am going to name the game day mat in just a second and tell you who is going to be on it. I'm also going to tell a few people who have alternates and right off the top, and then a few of you guys I will tell that have alternates later, okay? Before I do this, I'm gonna tell you that yes, at the beginning of the year, we said it was our hope that everybody would maybe get a chance to compete. And then a couple months back, I told you that wasn't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because at the end of the day, it is my job to make sure that I'm putting the routine out there that I think has the best shot to go back to back in championships, as well as to try and win traditional. And the goal is to win both at the same time. I do not think that putting everybody on both mats is wise. I do not think it is wise. I do not think that we will win that way. And I think that I will waste some of your Christmas breaks if I do. So I'm not going to do it. I do not want you to come up to me after this practice and say, what could I have done to be on the mat? You couldn't have done anything. I just didn't pick you. It means this is who I think has the best shot right now. All of these spots are subject to change if I don't think that it's working as we go through the process. And some of what happens with traditional is also could predict whether or not I switch people, because there are a few people from traditional that are not on this mat, but there's a few people that I put on traditional that I immediately am going to give alternates, because if your traditional stunts are not hitting, you're not staying on that mat. Does everybody understand? Okay, so there's nobody's feelings that should be hurt right now, because I'm not looking at feelings. I'm looking at X's and O's and what I think gives us the best shot to win both divisions at the same time. And some of you, I took into account your health also. If I think that maybe you're good enough to do both mats, but I don't think you're healthy or it's in your best endurance enough to do both mats, I didn't do that. Does everybody understand that? Some of you may have been on one mat before and not on the next. It's just like traditional. There was girls that were on traditional that are not now, and they've gotten over it, and if you're a team player, you'll be a team player. Does everybody understand? Okay, I say this, and then somebody always cries. Don't be that girl. Are we on the same page? If I have something that I want to say to you, I'll come talk to you throughout the night. The rest of you just keep working hard, and we're good, okay? And keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing and set yourself up for the future. Do you have anything to say on that before we go? Because I know that we talk about this so long and then
all the time. And if it's not how you want it to be, just remember that you never really know what's going to happen during your season. And there may be an opportunity for you to step up to the plate at some point. Don't let the next practices, months, weeks go to waste. Always be ready to step up to the plate and be there for your teammates.
yes. Like that. Don't be the girl who all of a sudden starts pouting either. Nobody wants that girl in the room, okay? Cool. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go down the list right now. I have Sage, then Sasha, then Dallas, then Riley Z, then Taryn, then Maddie Hollis, then Sammy R, Caitlin B, Jessica, Holland Kate. Then I have Allie Stoyan, and I have Avery with an immediate alternate as Cameron for that one, okay? So if Avery's stunt is not hitting for traditional, Cameron, you are that spot, okay? Emily Selba, Haley Clark, Izzy, Kate, Kayla R, Lainey, Melanie, and Kenzie. Then I have Riley H with Reagan B. I have Sammy F with an immediate alternate for Vivi. If that stunt is not hitting, Vivi, you are in. That means you need to learn that spot today. Then I have Bella, Emily West, Jaylee, Kayla Dick with an immediate alternate for Ella. Okay, so Ella needs to learn Kayla Dick's spot today. Riley G, and then I have Reagan W and Zanaya as the final person on the mat right now.
Haley Clark is not here today. She is interviewing for her med school position. So today Marissa is Haley Clark, okay, wherever you are at, which means, Marissa, you are also learning that as an alternate position, okay? After that, there are several other people that I already know your alternates, but you're learning, some of you are learning more than one position. So if you did not hear your name called, I will tell you your alternate positions at a later moment so this doesn't get confusing.
So game day placements just came out today, and I'm very happy to be picked to be on the mat this year. And I'm just super excited, and we're still making some changes, still fine tuning, but nothing's ever final until we walk on the mat. But I'm just really excited and adamant that we're gonna do really well this season.
No, I mean, I want to be on game day, but I feel like it's also for the best since I am a rookie because I've never been to on a college team before, so it's a lot different than All-Star, and I feel like it'll be good for me to focus on traditional this year.
So this year, Sandy told me that I'm on both mats, and it's honestly really exciting. Last year, I understand why I wasn't on game day. It was just my group was changing and it was inconsistent. And my group this year, we're working hard to get those extra reps outside of practice so that we are consistent and good enough. But there is an alternate for me just in case that doesn't happen. But I called my mom right when I got out of practice, and I told her I made game day. Just because I think it's game day. I love competing traditional, but competing game day is just such a fun experience. And my second year when I competed it, I loved it. So I'm really excited to get the opportunity to do that again.
Okay, I was nervous. I wasn't sure if she was going to say my name. And then she was saying a lot of vets, and I was like, oh, crap. I'm a rookie. I don't know if I'm going to be on it. And then she didn't say my name, so I was a little bummed out, but there's 3 of us that are alternates for people, definite alternates. So that's better than just being nothing. So I'm a little bummed out about it, but I'm just gonna work really hard and stay positive, and who knows, maybe I'll eventually be up on it. But if not, I'm just gonna cheer for them and root for them, and hopefully they get another win.
I wasn't called until about more than halfway through, so I was kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. But my name was called, and honestly, I feel like there's no other place that I want to be. I coincidentally feel like right at home. It's in my element. Game day is my thing. I love it. It's fun. It's exciting. It gives you more of a less structured, more creative freedom to do whatever you want. And I'm honestly excited for the opportunity to fight for the title.
Obviously, I was upset and disappointed that I wasn't on mat because I was really striving for it, but I didn't get too discouraged because I take this year as a learning year. My freshman year in high school I was also an alternate, so I kind of know the feelings and what it felt like not hear my name being called. But I take this year as a learning year. I am an alternate for Kate, and I'm next in line to go in if something, God forbid, something happens. But honestly, like I said, I'm just taking this as a learning year. I'm still going to put in the work as much as if I was on mat, even though I'm not. And I'm just going to be cheering on all my teammates because they're going to do amazing. But, yeah.
I didn't want to convince myself that I was going to be on mat just so that I wouldn't get my feelings hurt too much if I wasn't. So I was expecting her not to say my name just so that because I know it's my first year and there's a bunch of Flyers that it's not their first year and they've worked hard and stuff. And I know there's a lot of people on the team this year. So I knew I didn't have a great chance, but I was hoping that maybe my name would be called.
I know that it is natural that some of you guys are probably bummed or disappointed. If you're not, I don't want you on this team anyways. If you're I don't care, then you shouldn't be here. I want people who want to be out there. However, I don't want you to think that this is permanent by any nature of the beast. I guarantee you somebody standing here, if not 1, if not 2, will end up out there for game day. It will happen for one reason or another. Case in point, I can think of one person off the top of my head who has an extremely hard traditional routine, and I could have to take her out for the sake of endurance of that routine, is Kate. Kate routine being a shoulder or Avery's routine being a shoulder, those wear on their bodies. If their bodies can't handle it, the next person has to go in that spot. I could go to almost all of them, and there could be reasons, whether their stunt isn't hitting, whether they, maybe some last year, if you've watched it, people get sick, people can't handle endurance of both. So do not let this make you think, I don't need to know this routine. What you need to know is better than they do, so that if something comes up, I'm like, that was the right switch anyways. Does that make sense? Do not let this let you think that I don't think that you're a contender for traditional. Some of you, there was a certain person standing here that's closer to making traditional than they were to making game day, because your motions need to be better. So I'm not going to tell you who it is. Go home, get in the mirror, and fix yourself, so that if you're like, crap, I really wanted to be on game day, and maybe that was me, maybe my motion placement isn't consistently good. Maybe I don't remember things well at the games. Like, you have to remember there's a lot of reasons why I put people where I put them. So you still have time to fix it. There's 2 more football games. There's lots of basketball games. Know this routine and realize that I guarantee you one of you, if not 2, if not 3, will end up on that mat, okay? Do not be that girl that comes and is like, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. Every year somebody does it, and then a week later, the person who I was gonna put in that spot ends up out, and that person annoyed me, and I'm like, well, I don't want to put her in now because she didn't follow my directions. And then I picked somebody else. You didn't do anything wrong. I just picked the people I thought were ready today. Does that make sense? Okay, just keep working hard, okay? All right, thank you.
I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre I've been. The man's just cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer. A lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine. Don't you get it confused? I'ma win again. Yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up.